Once again, you're stealing my answers without compensating me. It's $1 million answer, too. Took what I said and shortened it into three facing, which happened to connect to some things that were happening. Now, this is my message to any of the guys that just happened to be around a girl as she realized that she was interested in mating with me or whatever you call it. And because there were too many, or because you were just jealous, you sought to rape them during that time via confusion and racing, and thought that if you stayed going fast for long enough, that eventually it would be forgotten and there would be no consequences. You expecting me to need to explain to you how things are going to go, and claiming that if I don't explain it, then it won't go that way, is not how things are. You had your green exploit, you had your Jesus exploit, where you didn't know better, and so life had to keep trying to seep in where you were paying attention to get you to understand before it could hold you accountable. I provided an explanation for why life doesn't need to do that. You see how you guys took there? See how you don't like that shit? You know what the fuck you're doing. You know what the fuck you're doing. So, another thing. There was something very important that I needed to say today, and you made me forget that, which means that you already know that it's right, which means that you already know that it's important, which means that you already know that whether I say it or not, it's still true. Once again, green executions. I have no time for people that are going to pretend that they don't understand and then say that they can't do what I want right now because they forgot this thing that they wanted me to forget that I can't explain right now because they're making it my challenge. I don't deserve challenges. You know I don't deserve challenges. If I had to guess what it was, let me think for a second. I want to know who's who by who's fucking dying, who's desperate, who's still racing. I don't need to make a correction. Even in the case where, let's say, I say, no, you stole my money and give me food, and you come at me with an order that is not mine, and you just say a random number, and you try to do it very fast, and you say, is this yours, is this yours, is this yours, and I say, no, 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 and then saying, well, why didn't he take it then? This is why we won't do it. He won't just take it then. That same person allows another person who's waiting for that to get up and say, hey, that was my order. Because you were trying to keep it a secret, we can't explain it. Now I have to get kicked out because you care more about secrecy than doing the right thing. There was something else. I mean, I'll remember it eventually, but you guys are all moving right now. I'd like to not have ideas that were in my head robbed of me on command because somebody wants to pretend they don't know. You don't need to know. I don't need to tell you. It's not what this is about. Basing your confidence on me not being able to explain it yet is still going to get you green executed. I don't care. That's heat raping. Oh, the one where guys rape a girl and then they hold her in a formation so that while she's angry and upset about it, she has time to cool down, and then once she's no longer willing to fight, she's released and forced to accept it. That's another thing you guys are losing for. You did a lot of that. Something you've done to me in a lot of ways. Well, I guess I'll have to tell you later.